Hi everyone, welcome back. We are going to look at how to find the derivative of functions as well as evaluate them. And so if you look at part D here, this is saying f of x is equal to h of x over g of x, and we are looking for f prime of 4. So we got to find the derivative at 4. And so if I want to find the derivative of this function, I have to use the quotient rule. And so finding the derivative of that, if you remember the quotient rule, it's basically take the bottom function, so in this case g of x, multiply by the derivative of the top, minus the top, and multiply the derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom function squared. And so what's nice about this is that we are given values for what's happening at x equals 4. So if I look at here, so if I'm looking for f prime of 4, I am going to just plug in these values. So g of x, right, or in this case we're going to say g of 4, so I'm looking for g of 4. In that case it's 3, so it's going to be 3 times h prime of x, so h prime of 4, which is 5, minus h of 4, which is negative 1, and we're going to multiply by g prime of 4, which is negative 2. I guess I should use parentheses for all these. And then we're going to find g of 4, which is 3, and we're going to square that whole thing. So, if I continue with this, f prime of 4 is equal to 15 minus 2 over 9, and that gives me 13 over 9. So that is f prime of 4 given that original function f. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for part E now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take, let's see, f prime of x. So notice we have two functions, g of x times h of x. So we got to use the product rule. And so using the product rule, we're going to get g prime of x times h of x plus g of x times h prime of x. Okay, and so just like before, if we want to find the f prime of 4, really what we're looking at is, g prime of 4 times h of 4 plus g of 4 times h prime of 4. And so if we find these values that are given here, we're going to use those. G prime of 4 is negative 2, and we're going to multiply by h of 4, which is negative 1, plus g of 4, which is 3, times h prime of 4, which is 5. So we have f prime of 4 is equal to 2 plus 15, which gives us 17.